All right, everybody. Truth Serum Nation, we're on. Go get yourself a coffee, a water. I'm a little discombobulated here. Bear with me. Good afternoon, everybody. So, get a water, hang out with the Truth Serum. Thank you for the numbers. Thank you for your support in any capacity that you do it. I appreciate it. You know I do. I appreciate it. And did you see that little short I put in with that guy on that bike going off that ramp and doing all those wild flips and everything? When I was younger, we used to make with our little bikes, we used to make those ramps and jump and all that stuff. But that's back there. Let's get back down to business. Urgent message to Mike Franzese and Sammy the Bull Gravano, the secret fraternity, and Mobtube. Well, really ain't that much. If you're new here, I was a runaround guy, the Colombo family. My godfather mostly did work for the Colombo family, as well as my cousin Vic, that was running around doing what he does and what he did. God bless him. And there's things I usually don't have. I usually don't take notes, but I just wanted to get some bullet points because I usually do it by the seat of my pants. But if you're new here, that's just a little history. I wasn't a made guy. I didn't want to be a made guy. My godfather, who did work, mostly enforcer, work, intimidation, wasn't a made guy. There were a lot of people running around like Mike Franzese. Had all those people under him. Newsflash, they weren't made guys. They were not made guys, okay? Me included. Me included. I only delivered the milk and donuts, so don't even try to go there, folks. I only delivered the milk and donuts. So, me included. Which is such a good strategic move on his part because they're not made. What's that mean? No room for promotion. No promotion. No jealousy. Who moved up here? Who moved up here? No jealousy. Just associates, whoever, just guys do in whatever capacity, and that's it. Hall of Fame move right there. Hall of Fame move. Now, I know I bashed Mike a lot of times. I know I bashed him. And whether I had a right to or not, it's Mobtube. At least I try to be honest here. And I knew some of the things he might have been saying. Whatever. But I do remember that when I was running around on a few occasions, and I was down there and I was going through some crazy things because I broke the rules and my godfather got in there. And I was really under a lot of stress and I lost weight. And I come down there and I was saying, you know what? That's it for me, blah, blah, blah. And he was so nice and compassionate. And, well, why are you saying that now, Joe? Blah, 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 blah. Well, because it's like, that's my fraternity. That's my fraternity. I wasn't a made guy, but my cousin, my godfather, and maybe some other people, that's the fraternity. So he showed and displayed, I had to sit down on the sidewalk, on the curb, my water. I was ready to faint. I was in too deep. I'm not a tough guy, okay? I'm not a tough guy. And it was like, so he showed that. But these encounters were usually brief. Boom, boom, boom. Here's the milk and don't bum, bum, bum. I'm back on the road, hauling ass, back on the highway, trying to do a new land record to get back home. Like the Cannonball Run. I'm trying to get in, But boom, unless there was something I had to do while I was there, or just nothing important, nothing of any consequence, just regular thing, and then get out because I always try to go fast. Paranoia too might have dealt with it, but so it's like and I remember that. And Mike has been through a lot personally with his family as human beings, and I do respect his current events and everything like that. And but you got to also realize that after they ratted, see, they were in the secret fraternity, and we're not going to talk about rats and everything else, but after you ratted, then it's like the secret fraternity is over, and then you do a channel on YouTube. Then you do a channel on YouTube. It's not like, so, you cooperate it, and then that's the secret fraternity is over, and then you even go a step further and you elaborate on the mob. So, and he has a right to. He has a right to. I look back at things a little more. I said a lot about a lot of different things. And, oh, he's lying. He's wrong. He's lying. He's doing this. He's doing that. Yes, I understand all that. I bashed him a million times. But when you got other hacks running around out there and other frivolous people that are piggybackers, you got to remember, that's my family. That's my fraternity, the Colombos. That's my street. That's my street. So when you got people that are coming in that were not even on Gambino Street or Lucchese Street or Banano Street, and then you got other people coming that weren't even representing a street, aka family, then I defend the families and my fraternity, the Colombo, not even being a made guy. Not even being a made guy, because the people closest to me were from the Colombo family. So I still have a feeling of camaraderie, my comrade. Simplify it, true sir. Still a comrade, so to speak. So you get all this, like in the Goodfellas, when Paulie, they were always whispering. Paulie would whisper, then another guy would whisper and transfer a message to another guy, and everything was a secret. The members and crew, even crew members with rank, even ranking people in the hierarchy, weren't on the know on 90% of the things that were being communicated between bosses and captains and everything else wasn't even communicated to the lower end of the ladder, the hierarchy. And that's why I don't want to beat a dead horse. Then when you come in and you got pundits on YouTube that come in and try to look up Google and their Google meisters and all this and that, that's so suspect. This is common knowledge stuff. The own families weren't even aware of some of the things that were going on within the families. So that's tough enough for a family member to figure things out, what's going on. There's 300 guys that weren't even made running around under Mike Franzese. And then let alone outsiders trying to figure out what's going on in there. Let alone outsiders that didn't even live on Colombo Street or Lucchese Street or Gambino Street or any mob family street, so to speak. So what are you left with after that? What are you left with after that? And so I just wanted to state that in retrospect, as far as I respect Mike Franzese. I didn't like some of the things he does, but we're from the same street. And I feel that I'll defend that street because now there's other people talking smack about Mike, and I put in enough work on him. But so I was supposed to police YouTube and say, well, Mike Franzese this and Mike Franzese that, and that was my position, to police Mobtube and say, well, this or that, so I could get some views on my channel and get some subscribers. And it was my position because I was there, and newsflash, nah, you know what? Well, I'm being honest about it. But at the end of the day, I'll defend him before, other outsiders. They're still, even years removed, years and years went by. When it comes to that mob soap opera, I'll still defend him because he's from the same street, and there was arguments and disagreements on the street, the Colombo street. But at the end of the day, that was our street. And anybody else from other families, streets, just to make an example, analogy, metaphorically speaking, then I'm defending my street, let alone from the other streets, and let alone from people that didn't even belong to a street. So I have no ill will to Mike Franzese or Sammy the Bull Gravano, because after the secrets and they cooperated, who cares about, it's not that far-fetched. They didn't just ride off into the sunset after they cooperated. They went a step further and said, here I am, Mike and Sammy. They went and did social media. From where you're supposed to be so secretive to, that's a quantum leap. That's a very, very big quantum leap. So, but it's easy to be an armchair guy and talk about things. But I saw the stressors. I saw the guts of it to a certain level. Now, I had I was around. I would go to the club and everything, but I wasn't knowing what was going on. I would get tidbits about this, other, things here and there. I'm hanging out with the guys, gambling with them, but I was still not considered a friend. A friend is a made man. We were friends gambling together, but he was like, no, you're not a friend. You're not a made guy. So also he's going to defend his guys. Like if I said, oh, your buddy's getting over on you, blah, blah, blah. He ain't going to ever pay you back, blah, blah, blah. He's like, Joe, that ain't for you to speak on. That ain't you for. So that was his fraternity there. I was an outsider, as well as outsiders on Mobtube that are looking in this genre that weren't there. They can't speak on it. Very understandable stuff. But I was around, and I said a lot about Mike Franzese. Bad. I mean, he made some Hall of Fame bad moves with the Son of Sam. Yes, I'll stand behind the Son of Sam video. Yes. I'm not going to retract off of that. And some other things. Okay. Yes, I did it. And no problem. But in the same breath, he's from my fraternity. Or not mine, but those Colombos. And he might have been one of the sharpest chess players, like maybe Al Capone and some other real big names. But Mike was smart enough to have all those people under him not being made. They can't promote. And he would deal with the hierarchies. So he took that whole aspect of the mob right off the table. Hall of Fame move in the annals of the mafia. Hall of Fame move. The foresight the foresight to see all the problems that could happen when you might be hold a ranking position, and then having made men under you, but he held the ranking position and didn't have made men, so it wasn't his responsibility to monitor all them people. He got the money, and he just made sure the other people in the higher echelon were all taken care of. I mean, Hall of Fame moves. I mean, you want to talk Mobtube and everything else, but Mike Franzese, whether he was a shot caller or not, and and I've talked about it many times, but I will still be honest about things and say he made some Hall of Fame moves. I've seen these ragtaggers running around causing problems for captains and all this and all that, and all these made guys, giving all these guys headaches. He took that off the table. I don't have it. I might have 200-300 people rocking and rolling, but they're not made. So I'm not responsible for when they do this or that, this and that. He delegated his position to dealing with some other people where the riffraff, forgive me, I don't mean to say, but the riffraff cut the fat. Hall of Fame move on his part. And I said a lot about him, but at the end of the day, I don't have anything against him. Time goes on, and we're older, and hey, hustlers hustle. And you can't be armchair quarterbacks and just look at things so vanilla and generic and platonic when you didn't see, you weren't in the prison parking lot watching the families visit their loved ones, So it's a lot more than theater. It's a lot more than theater, which some other channels thinks it is theater. It's not. It's theater. I don't know how many times I got to stress. I don't want to be a gangster, and I didn't want to be a made guy. My mother didn't raise 5 kids on her own to be gangsters. She rose us to be good people and Christians. So whoever, get the record straight. I mean, when people are going to claim to do what they do, get it straight. Get it straight. But this is a social media soap opera, and I have talks with Ange, and it gets everybody's panties in a little bundle. Like, really? What happened? Well, because these other cats don't know gangsters. They never were around them. They're armchairs. They're flattening out, and they attack me. So drive on. I don't want to deal with those little pity-patty girl fights. I don't want to get involved in that. If you're gonna talk about baseball players, I'd like to hear it from Babe Ruth or Joe DiMaggio. I don't want to hear it from the fans sitting in the nosebleed seats just reporting what he sees. You understand? Look at my past videos. Watch the videos with Ange and see what's happening. He didn't rat. See, these other guys only interviewed rats. These other channels, they had to pay the rats for the interviews. That's what got them so pissed off. They were never in the mob, and they had to pay other gangsters that ratted for interviews. You understand? But here you get it from the horse's mouth, and oh dear, well, Angelo, oh dear, oh gosh, it's a 5-alarm fire. Ambush me all over the place. This is a talk show. I got other skills. No morning nature walk today. We got torrential downpours, so no nature walk today. No. I need to recuperate. I need to recuperate a little bit, but I'm 60. I lost 31 pounds. And these smokes, man. Tara, Michael Malone, Mario Mendez, Joel Gold, Emmanuel Spataro, Michael Memorial, Jimbo Slice Cugini. Come on and hang out with the truth serum. You know I like to have fun here. Tara, thank you. Thank you. I like my community. I like my community. And folks, as you're well aware of, I can defend myself just fine. And I'm not a tough guy. And I'm not even a tough guy. And I can defend myself just fine. That's all. These guys got to understand, and I'm not going to throw stones, but you could do a YouTube channel and try to do something on a topic, whether it's the mob or whatever it is. But you got to have, now I don't try to, you got to have a little personality. You got to have a little color. You got to have a little flavor. Okay. I do this by whatever. It's easy for me because my friends, I talk to them, blah, 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 blah. Geez, JoJo, give us a break. Blah, blah, blah. So this is natural for me. So, I got 1,000 subscribers with just the bare necessities. Are we on? Are we on? Oh, technical difficulties. Where's my producer? Where's my writer? Where's my editor? Where's my lighting? Where's this? Where's that? Just me. And I have fun, and I appreciate communing with the people in here. And I don't like to get in these tazzies, but I got ambushed, and I had to defend myself. That's all there was to it. I had to defend myself. Don't come at me sideways with that gibberish when you're sitting in the nosebleed seats and you never were in the game. Wow. But we'll leave that alone. We'll leave that alone. But if they ever want to, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Because a good general has always got a good strategy. But as a Christian, I hope they succeed in what they do. Whether they make it or whether they make it or break it doesn't have an effect on me. I got to concentrate. I got to try to do a good job for my people. I got some good prison stories coming up. Not that I was in prison, but I knew a lot of people in and out of prison. And boy, we're going to talk about that this week. And we're going to do the nature walk. But boy, it was torrential downpour. It's still raining right now. So we're going to do the nature walk. Isn't it funny that the nature walk views does almost close to a mob story view? What's going on here, folks? What's going on? The nature views, the nature walk videos do almost as much as this mob genre is flattening out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start doing an aerobics class video. Let's just get some aerobics in here. I can't even touch my toes. I can't stretch that good. But, oh, well. And I'm getting into the streets. We're getting there. I'm getting there little by little, I'm getting there little by little. Mario Mendez, where you been, man? Mario been here a long time. God bless everybody and their family. And we get caught up in controversy on Mobtube and all that. At the end of the day, I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. I'm for the underdog, and Joel Gold. I'm gonna do some live streams from the racetrack, maybe Saratoga. I'm gonna get there. You're already ahead of me, Joel Gold. You're already ahead of me. So I like to have fun and inspire, and I'm gonna try to get some interesting people go on the streets. But I gotta be careful over here in the city because some of the gangs could, but I might be daring. I might be a little daring and get in there and maybe talk to some gang members. But it's iffy, I'm gonna have to have somebody in a car with to protect me or something because I don't know, just me coming along. I can't dress like this. But I was I mean, years ago, I lived in those areas. Years ago, I lived in those areas. So I mean, you could have some street savvy, but it still might not help you. You could still have some street savvy, and I'll just go to the east side over there and talk to some homeboys, blah blah blah, and I could still get tore up. But nothing ventured, nothing gained. So, Lady Saint, what's going on? So, yeah, this message to Mike Franzese is like, okay, I did a lot of bashing, blah, 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 but at the end of the day, I'm still for that team. I'm still for the Colombos. And as the mafia in general, when there's stuff on this Mobtube and stuff like that, I'll defend any family, but whether it's my place or not, but you need content, and sometimes they turn it into a soap opera, but it is what it is, I reckon. So oh yeah, from Maryland, huh? That's cool. I like the races. We're gonna go live from some racetracks and check things out, and I got to get the approval. The Belmont's going to be in Saratoga, and sometimes when you're at the racetrack, and racetracks are also casinos and whatnot, and you got to protect the anonymity of other people in your shot, in your frame. So, but I'll ask the security. I'll do my live stream, but because they watch, they got cameras everywhere. But I'll make sure there's nobody in the background or foreground or stuff like that, because that's just the way it is. And I've tried to remain anonymity with names, and and then reporters want to know what they want to know. The reporters want to know the names and rank and serial number, and the reporters want to know what they had for breakfast. It's not like that. It was a secret fraternity. My grandfather, hardworking man. He was the man of that. He was my role model. Hardworking guy. And he was taking little 25-cent daily doubles, maybe $2 or $3 a day. They treated him like a criminal when he got busted. Hardworking man. And that was secret. See, this isn't theater. This to me remained secret like that. It's secret. And then you got reporters that they want to know what color underwear you're wearing. It's like, come on. And if you don't tell them, oh gosh, he's no good. And if you don't tell them, oh, it's a big, oh wow, eat my sheet. I hear you. Eat my sheet. I know. I owe pundit hacks explanations. And if I don't reveal things from a secret fraternity, there's something really wrong with me. So ambush me and make up channel names and troll me with 16 people in my comments and ooh, send all the troops. You lost that battle. Just little old me. Right off into the sunset and do what you do. I'm not that guy. So silly. So we're going to try doing some of that stuff, my good people in here. Check out that video, that little short. It's 20 seconds where a guy's on a bike, and he goes down a ramp, and he does all these flips, and he lets go of the bike, and then he catches up to the bike in midair and then lands. Holy cow. We used to have little ramps, wooden ramps. Get a ramp put a couple bricks under it and take our bikes and jump over these ramps. That was fun. But man, you're talking 60 feet in the air doing all this stuff and disengaging from the bike while it's spinning. Then he grabs the bike again and sticks the landing. Holy cow. Eat My Sheet says, I can't believe Jeff would even show his face after getting caught catfishing that young girl on video. I don't even know what happened about that. Holy cow. Wow. I don't even know the story behind that, eat my sheet, but holy cow. Yeah, you're right, Joel. Jeez, what does that mean? Now, I'm not catfishing a young girl. Rangers, baby, Rangers. Yeah. I don't know, man. There's this stuff that goes on. I don't know. I don't really know what happened about this catfishing, and I don't really know what catfishing means. I mean, boy, I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, the Pacers were in all those games. The Pacers were all that in those games. Bad coaching. Bad coaching. Bad coaching. Let's go, New York Rangers. Look into it. Look into it. He put a fake picture to try to trick some. Wow. The guy's like a magician. That guy's like a magician, boy. Hocus pocus, ba boom, ba boom, ba bing, bing, bing. The poor guy got a guy on there that he must have paid, and then he didn't even give the guy a chance. He just ambushed the guy. So let's leave it at that. So yeah. Oh, you saw that? Wow, good man. Ivan Lore's been riding a long time. Eat my sheet. Thank you, folks. This is my community. I'm small, but guess what? It's the best little channel. It's the little boat that could. What was that story? The little engine that could. The little engine that could. Oh gosh. It's a good time. The hockey finals are coming. The basketball finals are coming. Spring and summer's here. I'm gonna go to Six Flags. Maybe I'll try to do my phone on the roller coaster. I don't know, but we're try to do something. But they have a great laser show and fireworks every night in the summer from Six Flags. So hang out with me at night sometimes, and we'll sit and watch the laser show and fireworks. It's only 5-10 minutes right down the street from me, so we'll do that. We got that coming up. Yeah, the Panthers are so physical. Florida Panthers are so physical, man. They're just bruisers and stick handlers. I wouldn't bet against the Panthers. I mean, I'm not betting, but I wouldn't bet against the Panthers. Just, yeah. Yeah. Bad enough the NFL has games on paid streams. Yeah. Excuse me. Smoke another cigarette. No nature walk today, but yeah. We're gonna try to keep Angela going. I'm using up the minutes and everything, and it is what it is. Thornblades Lash. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? I'm just talking. You know how we do it here. I'm just talking. And I was just trying to stress, Mr. Blades, that I said enough about Mike Franzese in the past and everything. I hooked up with him a couple times, just a little delivery boy. And I got screwed up and I was under a lot of stress. And he showed compassion for me because I was having a breakdown. I was losing weight. And I was like, man, I went to college. I don't need this stuff. I don't need this. And I was tripping and everything. And, so I view things because he's from the Columbos, and that's my team. That's my fraternity. A lot of times you could do things within your immediate people around you, and whatever happens. But I still got to defend that sector. I still got to defend that because this genre is such a rodeo, and you got people from the outside coming in for whatever reasons, which they have a right to, but you got to see it for what it really is. Because I'm going to tell you, these so-called pundits and experts that are Google meisters, what you see And only thing they can actually let me. This is very important. All right, this is very important. Mobtube, mob talk, soap opera, rodeo, ba ba ba, everything under the sun. In reality, outsiders could only really grasp 3%, 5% of really. They could get a general idea from the legal system and the courts and that. They can get that broad brush perspective, okay? A broad brush perspective. But but with that being said, you're only going to get you can you're after that you're only going to get 5% of what could be a real story or not. So you can't just stand in one position and go, oh, this is this and this is that because I'm the Google Meister and I looked this up and I looked that up. These families didn't even know what the heck was going on within their own families sometimes. Mike had a crew of 200 to 300 people that weren't made men. You can't Google that. You can't Google that. The FBI can't keep track of all that. Enough said. I think ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I think I've said enough. Oh yeah, they're putting the NFL games on that Amazon. Oh man, that's Bush League. My cable bill is high enough. Holy cow. Jeez. What's this world coming to? Holy cow. Well, that's all. That's organized crime. That's organized crime. Jeez. It's criminal what they're doing to the you pay your bill TV bill and all that. Holy cow. Well, I saw a lot of people coming in and out of prison, and TA, if you're watching this, I'm not. There's other guys too that I could be referring to, but if I'm telling a story, it might not be you, bro. It might not be you. Okay, so don't. It's all right. It's all right. There was other guys coming in and they told me prison stories, so it might not be you. Okay, bro. So let's just establish that for future reference. Refer to this video or something. I don't know, but everything's cool. Everything's cool. What happened to the weak ones that went to prison, boy, they got exploited, they got extorted and everything else. And then they try to talk smack about John Gotti, God rest his soul, in prison and all this, about whatever, but But I'll tell you one thing, just because a guy's in prison doesn't mean that his tentacles don't still reach to the streets, and they will know your family members. They will know your family members. Oh, I'm in here, I'm Italian. I'm not with the gang members or all that. There's only 2 Italians on my block because the prison officials did it on purpose, maybe. So the prison officials don't like the gangsters, and they'll say, oh, you're going to go with these gang members, and you don't have nobody there to help you. But they could also say, do what you want to me, but I already know where the people on the streets already know where your family members live. So go ahead, do what you want. So, yep, Joe. So that kind of stuff happens. So that's that. I just wanted to just put a message out, defend the Colombos, because soap opera, Mobtube, rodeo there's pundits and so-called experts out there that are always going to be sniffing around and all that. But I'll defend the Colombos. And my cousin Victor was embedded in there, as well as some other people. And my godfather had more allegiance to the Colombos. And so I'll defend that, just as people, not because they were just Colombos, just for the humanistic element of that. the humanistic element. They're humans first before, in my eyes, they're humans first before they're from Colombo Street or Gambino Street or Lucchese Street. So, you know. So, yeah, we're going to keep the train moving, God willing. And if you're still seeing veterans out there with the hats, still thank them. Like I said, every day is Veterans Day. Every day is Mother's Day that you have your mother still here on planet Earth. So, of course, we recognize them by one day out of the year, but every day is Veterans Day, and every day is Mother's Day. And Father's Day, if you still are blessed enough to have them here on planet Earth. So that's that. So we'll leave it at that. I thank you, community, for coming in here and helping me out. I just wanted to get that off my chest in lieu of everything that's happened prior to that, because you learn and you get wisdom as you go. And I talked a lot of smack about Mike, but at the end of the day, that's my crew. That's my Colombo. Those are my people. So, but he's in his own lane himself. He don't have to worry about pundits or hacks or any of that. He's so far removed from that soap stuff and all of that. So that don't even come into play. All right. Thank you, folks. Hit the like button, share button, hit the notification bell, share, like you share your ice cream, share, and like Sonny and Cher. Remember Sonny and Cher? So share, and keep your eyes open and your hands upon the wheel, and be the kings and queens of your world. We're all from royal DNA. Just let the world catch up to you. Stay positive. If you're going through things, you can do it. You can rise back up. All right. This is social media. Just you all have regular lives to live. So let's try to have the most abundant life we can. Maybe we can get some wisdom on things or some other awakenings and enjoy life at its most, to its fullest. Okay. So don't give up, folks. Don't give up. You're going to get there. Let's all ride together and share love and compassion. And that's that. Joe Garcia, you're late. Let me see. Yes, you're late. How you doing, Joe Garcia? Wyatt Earp, Joel Gold, Lady Saint 44, Ivan Lore, been riding. Thornblades Lash. All right. We got my man here. Thornblades Lash. Where do they come up with these names, man? I like names, man. Eat My Sheet. Thank you. Thank you, folks. Tara. Michael Malone, where you been, man? Oh, you had a long holiday weekend. Mario Super Mendez. Jimbo Slice. All right, man. Mike Memorley. All right. That'll work. Just rewind and play, my man, Mr. Garcia, Michael Candinas. This old man needs a nap. You know, you get older, you take naps. Thank you, Lady Saint. Yeah. Tomorrow, nature walk. Tomorrow morning, nature walk. So get your sneakers on and come take a walk with me. And then I'm going to do a prison story about some guys that come in and what goes on there. And I don't know about Angelo right now. I don't want to blow his minutes up and all that kind of stuff because I just don't want to blow his minutes up. So I'm losing my set here. All right, folks, that's it. Go out, be confident in all your endeavors. Be confident. All right. This is gonna be a great year. 2024 gonna be a breakout year. Okay, and get there. Just be confident. All right, folks. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Hit any type of button you can find. If there's a button, hit it. Share, notify, boom, bam, boom. It's all good. And I'll catch you good people. I always hate to say goodbye, don't I? I hate to say goodbye. You got to start doing shorter videos, the true serum. You're not getting any views. I did it my way, Frank Sinatra. Thank you. Universe bless you.